These are devotions for people at a social distance. You ever had that experience? You're reading a Bible passage and all of a sudden you go, uh, what? What was that? I had that experience today. I was reading in Jeremiah chapter 38. I'm going to start reading at verse 4. Then the officials said to the king, "This man," they're talking about the prophet Jeremiah, "ought to be put to death because he is discouraging the soldiers who are left in the city and all the people by speaking such words to them. For this man is not seeking the welfare of this people, but their harm." So, the problem that people are having with Jeremiah is that he is speaking a truth that people don't want to hear. It makes them uncomfortable. It makes people unhappy, and so they want to shut him up. Now, what I found really interesting is King Zedekiah's response. King Zedekiah said, "Here he is. He's in your hands, for the king is powerless against you." And what happens is basically, I think it would be considered a war crime or some sort of atrocity. They take Jeremiah and throw him down a cistern that has no water, has only mud with no food. So no trial. He is confined in a cistern where in all likelihood he is expected to die, though he does escape. So this is not good. But isn't it amazing, the king's response? The king is powerless against you. We are living in a time where people seem to be stepping up and seeking to shut down people who are saying things, doing things they don't want to see or don't want to hear. And in a democratic society, we believe in the importance of the freedom of speech, but people want to shut down protest, want to shut down people who are saying things that they don't want to hear. And the powerlessness, in our situation, the authorities, the government, seem to be pleading powerlessness against police, for example, who step over the line and do things that are inappropriate in terms of being violent against protesters, for example. How powerless the people who are supposed to have the power sometimes seem to be. We cannot prosecute the police. We cannot put limits on them because of this and this and this. We are powerless. It is stunning to see a king admit his own powerlessness. We are kind of living in an age where a lot of our leaders do admit their own powerlessness in the face of what's going on. And there is a truth in that. There is a sense in which the people who have the power are often powerless in the face of trends. But nobody should take defense or should find comfort in their own powerlessness. If the system's not working, we need to find ways to change the system. King Zedekiah was powerless in the face of an injustice. I pray that our leaders not be powerless in the face of injustice. That is always a danger. Lord our God, we have leaders that we've chosen, that we've elected. And yes, we understand that they are in a very difficult place. But as we see things going wrong and that the system is actively targeting certain people and unjustly, systemically abusing certain populations, we are in need of change. Let us not plead powerlessness. Let us seek to do what is right. Amen.